I'm going to be doing advanced technique videos today, and some of them I wanted to show because I've gotten a lot of questions from people as to how do you move so fast, how do you change your weapon skills so quickly, and I wanted to share that knowledge because I think this game is amazing. And so what I wanted to go over first was weapon switching, so power mode switching, which is your bottom right corner of my screen, and more importantly how it affects projectile weapons. Anybody who's played the game realizes that if you're in power mode, which is circle, and you just shoot, you do more damage. But as soon as you change to another mode, the damage goes away. That's not the case for actually projectile weapons. So I'm using one of the launchers, which is a grenade launcher. You see it's a bluish, whitish tint color. It's a grenade, and when I'm in speed mode, it's that same color, right? And it's its weakest mode. But when I go to powered mode, it's red. It just deals more damage. And so what you can do is actually for any projectile weapon, so smart missiles, dumbfire missiles, grenades, any projectile weapon, you can actually shoot it and then quickly change to something else and still get that damage bonus out of it. Which means that if you are quick on your fingers, you can actually get more damage out of your weapon while being able to use your other modes as efficiently as you can. And so, oftentimes I'll be strafing around a corner, I'll power mode, throw a grenade out, go back to speed, keep moving, and then I can detonate whenever I need to for the full damage amount. So that's weapon switching. The other thing I wanted to go over was something unique to the grenade launcher. And so it's just a launcher. If you look it up in any of the weapons, only 3 characters get it. The Knockout Sentinel gets it, Bad Medicine Thief class gets it, and one of the Tempests gets it. The Carapace Tempest gets double actually launchers. But launchers are the only weapon you can grenade jump yourself or rocket jump yourself. If you're familiar with that, essentially it lets you move very, very quickly at different vertical angles. And so I'm playing a Hunter right now as an example, but it also affects the Sentinel class, which is why I think it's a very unique weapon. But basically, as you see, this is my only jump. It ain't that high. I can't get to here. Can't do it. However, if I use my grenade, and I shoot my grenade down and detonate, I'll be able to launch myself very high. So for example, so now I'm up here. And so if you've ever seen me play, you'll notice that as a Hunter, I'm very mobile, and it's because I'm using my rocket jump to my advantage. So as I'm going around, I'm grenade jumping myself. Boom. Grenade jumping myself. There you go again. Keep going. You do take 10% damage every single time you do it, so just keep it in mind. But if you're running the ball in end zone, if you've got yourself in a very sticky situation against enemies that you would normally not be able to get out of as a Hunter or a Sentinel class, it's incredible as a way to juke and to get out of situations. The other thing you can do is you can actually chain the grenade launch jumps themselves. So, for example, if I want to get over there, all I'd have to do would be which is much faster than, say, running. Yes, I took damage for it, but obviously it's much faster. So if you're running the ball, if you're trying to catch up to somebody, it's much faster. I think this is incredible for the Sentinel class in particular, so the Knockout Sentinel, because their mobility is terrible. Both speed and the ability to go vertical. And so what this allows them to do is to have more options when they're playing, to either juke opponents, get in the air, or things like that. So that's rocket jumping, and that's movement speed, ability, plus the power up ability for grenades.